Could I ask the panel a question real quick?
No.
If I'm allowed, if I may, if I can. But so I want everyone to imagine, right? We're in a heat dome. Well, you are. I'm not. I don't live in New York, but you are in a heat dome, and it is like a tropical rainforest in New York City. Is it not? It's humid. It's horrifying. It's scary. Imagine sitting in line or standing even in a heat dome for hours to vote for a rapist. Did anyone imagine that? Imagine actually getting up in the morning. I'm going to go vote for a rapist.
I gotta be there.
Standing outside in a heat dome for hours on end.
Yeah.
To vote for the pro-rape category or candidate.
So he can get richer off it, basically.
It's pretty amazing.
You just described so many people in Florida last November.
I mean, yeah.
This is what it's come down to.
Oh, the best video of all time.
This is it.
I just want to say, everyone, thank Dieter for coming, and he's going to DSA. So that's
he's got to go steer the ship or whatever.
Oh, yeah, right on, Dieter.
Steer the ship.
They don't have self-driving DSA meetings over there. Someone's got to do it.
Okay,
so they might actually get there.
Another lengthy, not as long as the Zoran video from earlier.
Oh, this is chock full of content, though. This is good stuff.
Yeah, this is really funny.
I can lower it when we decide to start talking over him because you.
Wait a minute. Before. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. It's fine. Go for it.
Do it.
The less context, the better. There's no need to set this video up.
What I would like to show here is to empower parents on how to search a room inside their home. It's imperative that you should know what's inside your household. And no one can state that you can't search a room in your own home. You write the Constitution. There are no First Amendment rights inside your household.
My fantasy.
It is your obligation and responsibility not only to protect the child that may be using an illegal drug or carrying an illegal gun, but you also have to protect the members of the household, their younger brothers and younger sisters, and the other elder members of the household. So by periodically sending a message to your home that there are no rooms off limits, you don't believe in locked doors, your house is open to inspection by your house and the members of your house. The message is you expect your children to do what's right, but you always have to inspect what you expect. And that's the key to provide us some preventive safety. So like this. You can start out, I always recommend to start out in a periodic fashion.
How to treat your kid like a criminal.
Room to look at the various items in the room.
I think someone added music.
All right, let's go over that first part. Let's go over that first part. Because that's pretty much his entire political ethos is police state. Police state, stop and frisk. You have no rights. This is, you get to decide because you're the boss of your house or city. In his case, this was back from, I think, when he was starting his political.
He was a state senator at this point, I believe, right?
It's like, hey, son, I trust you, but empty your pockets. Like, hey, I have faith that you're going to do the right thing, but I'm going to ransack your room.
And it's only drugs. It's not like anything actually dangerous to children or that it's not like, they're on the tablet for 15 hours a day or something. It's only look for the drugs. Everything else is totally cool.
And to quote Tracy Morgan, actually,
I like that you searched Eric Adams' drugs.
What were you saying, devil's advocate?
No, I was just saying, to quote Tracy Morgan, who would do a perfect impression of this, his stand-up, shake him down. Just shake him down a little bit. Remind him whose place this is that they live that's in their roof.
And remember, you want to do this at random. You want to sort of stop them in the hallway and frisk them, if you will, and make sure there's nothing on your children.
Anyone in your house. It's your house.
There should be an updated version of this where there should be an updated version where he's like, make sure you're covering your face and that you barge in without them knowing that you're going to do this.
No warrant.
Yeah, no warrant. Kick the door in.
They don't even know it's you.
No identifying information.
Yeah, when you do a no knock on your kids.
Yeah, it's your house. You can do it. You're supposed to,
Yeah, you think it's your house? What happens if you don't pay property tax, huh? Huh?
This almost feels like a parody. Like it.
Right? No, it does. It's surreal. It's better. It gets so
Eric Adams' whole career seems like a parody of a terrible politician. Let him make the case for us.
As
Yeah,
a
how do we
parent,
do
though,
it?
I feel like I should say, like, who is he telling this to? Like, parents don't already know this shit, and like, don't already go skulking in their kids' rooms from time to time. I mean,
searching for the
Nina, if
pipes.
I'm not mistaken, this is a campaign video, and I think just the message that he's trying to send throughout it is law and order, right? That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
it was a PSA of sorts. I'm trying to find out the reason that it came to be, but yeah.
not law and like I understand what you're saying when you say law and order, but don't get it twisted. It's that he doesn't care for those pesky rules that that limit police powers. It's not necessarily law and order.
Law and order is code.
authoritarianism.
No, yeah. Well, that's what law and order is code for ever since the 1970s, right? Law and order is just code for police state.
Maybe, but I think by giving up that fight over that wording, we ourselves have allowed our own pursuit of actual criminal justice to atrophy. And if you don't think the left needs strong opinions on criminal justice, I give you Ronald Reagan. I give you arguably Barack Obama with killing a U.S. citizen. I give you basically every other president we've had that we have failed to prosecute. King of them being Trump.
Yeah.
So the video is from 2011, according to the Daily Mail, which is a very, very trusted outlet.
My favorite.
He actually at one point planned to remake it, but it's intended to teach parents how to search their kids' rooms and belongings for drugs, guns, and other illegal contraband.
Notice it's only illegal, not like unhealthy. Like, you know, I would be totally okay with doing this for like, you know, Doritos or Pringles or fucking Oreos. That's, you know, I don't think a kid should be having a stash of like sugary shit under their bed, you know. I don't know. But no, that's legal, so it's totally fine. But, you know, now we're going for the crack pipe. Hey, crack pipe, depending on how you smoke it, you could lose some weight. You could get in shape with a crack pipe. So I don't know, man.
I just got to say, for anybody watching that thinks that this can't get any worse than how it started, just wait until the doll.
Just wait.
Wait till the baby doll.
You mean
Wait
better.
till the baby doll. Okay.
All right, let's
All right, here we
stop
go.
with it. Let's roll.
You can look at a jewelry box. A jewelry box of this nature, maybe a simple jewelry box, but if you look through it closely, you don't know what your child may be hiding. For instance, a gun could be hidden. A small caliber weapon could be hidden inside a jewelry box.
True.
Look at the various colognes and perfumes and photos and pictures. You should always, when your child bring in his popular knapsack with many different locations, look through it to see what exactly is your child carrying in addition to a book. Something simple as a crack pipe, a used crack pipe. Could he have found it on the street? That's quite possible. But this is a discussion piece.
Got him.
You should start speaking with him to find out what is he doing with it. And the
Son,
whole
we have to
use
talk
of
about the
drugs.
crack.
This invokes
Hey, son, what are you doing
Look
with
at
this
picture
crack
frames
pipe?
and behind them, cameras.
What hobbies
Try to
do you
determine
have
what's
involve
taking
this?
place. Behind a picture frame, you can find bullets. What does that mean to find bullets? Does it mean your child is carrying a gun? No. Where there's smoke, there's possible fire. Where there's a bullet, there's possibly a gun. You should engage in the conversation.
Behind the picture frame?
What are they doing with the item?
Yeah.
And this
Got to engage in a
empowers the parent.
conversation.
Look at all the items inside the room and feel around and see what's the possibility. Something simple as a baby doll. Could be just a baby doll, but also could be a place where you can secrete or hide drugs.
Secrete?
Oh
Wait,
my
why is he
God,
secreting
what?
drugs?
Okay.
No,
let's pause
that's
it there, let's
correct
pause it
use
there.
of the word.
All right. So when are we gonna? Who's gonna tell me this is a Key and Peele skit or something? Because like,
I wish I could. I wish.
You know,
This is an actual PSA that he made. I didn't, and the last time I saw it, I don't remember the music being there, but apparently the music is part of it.
Oh,
it's too
amazing.
crazy. This is too
This
crazy
is
to be
all
made up.
one take,
yeah.
by the way.
And
this is made for the most ignorant people on the face of the earth. Like, who didn't already think of all this? Who?
Eric Adams would never find my bullets. He would never find my drugs. My crack pipe is totally safe. If he's looking behind picture frames, this guy, you know, you can hide like a little bag of Coke inside the picture frame, you know, in behind the photo.
Like
Do
how
not move
many?
Like
how
when he
many-
went to go to the picture frame and he looks behind it, like I'm like, what the fuck? You know, you
How
gotta
many
look inside
parents-
the fucking frame.
How many parents are watching this going, "Oh my God, there's 1,
I never
2,
thought
3,
about it.
4
Don't you
picture
dare.
frames in my kid's
Yeah.
room right now." I used to put this is why I like cassette tapes. I used to take
Oh,
the
yeah.
cassette tape out and put cigarettes in there in the box.
Yeah.
You
Look
didn't
at
hide it
that
in your
face.
you didn't hide your drugs in your dad's cologne bottle.
I didn't secrete it in a doll or
You didn't shove
You don't
anything
tell
up
me.
the girl's butt. That's what
Drugs.
you're
You tell
saying,
me.
Matt.
Eric Adams. Oh, dang it. When he
Hey,
was making that face, look at that gun. You tell me he was not rethinking whether or not this video was a good idea.
right. Yeah.
My
There
God.
was
He
like a
stumbled
moment of
over
clarity.
But
picture
let's
frame.
be real. Who's gonna put it in her pants? You're gonna take the head off and you're gonna stick it inside the body.
Exactly.
Come
Good
on.
Lord, Gina.
Gina has
When you're
experience
trying to
in
get
this.
a
I know how to
sausage
hide
order
shit. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, so I'm just curious. Out of everybody on the panel, who hasn't seen this video before?
I have literally not seen it.
Gina hasn't. Yeah.
So we got 2 people that at least have. Okay, I just love the reactions. All right, here we go.
Feel around and see
I
what's the
forgot about the
possibility.
baby entirely.
Something simple as a baby doll. Could be a baby doll, but also it could be a place where you can secrete or hide drugs. Run your hands over.
Does anybody remember the show
Tracy
In
Morgan.
Living Color?
Thing that's unusual. Like a
No,
like
I'm
this
sorry.
with a button is a perfect invitation to hide something. I
Perfect
felt something
invitation.
bumpy. I would reach in, see what it is. This one could
Got
be
him.
Guns everywhere.
Gun.
In this
Damn.
kid's
Maybe
house.
it's your thing that
I love
you
that.
I
can't
feel like
do.
there would have been other signs.
What happens
Yeah.
not only when the person
This kid is
that
MS-13.
is in possession of it,
Or
but
James
also a child
Bond.
that comes into the room and plays on the bed, they find this gun. Let me tell you what a child would do. A child would take this gun, and because the trigger pull is so hard, they normally take the gun and they point it.
Oh
in their
God, he
direction.
almost ends. a
And,
lot
and
of
then
our
he
problems.
immediately
So
points the
many
gun at
accidents
himself.
take place, and merely
He's
because a
illustrating
child discovers
how
gun,
a child,
believes
someone
it's a
with
toy,
his
and they
mentality,
play with the gun.
could hurt
Just look
themselves
and
with
see
a gun.
what's inside your
Yeah.
bookcases. It could
They
be
might
more
be
than
dumb
just
enough.
books.
Point
Perfect
the
place
barrel
to hide
directly at themselves and
cocaine
tap on the
or other
trigger in
illegal
a
substance inside
demonstration.
See, they made a cut
My
there.
message to you,
Why not?
you have an obligation.
Wait, the message is coming up, so I'll
I'm
pause.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. He's saying
Go
you,
ahead.
you,
No, let's
you-
finish
you-
it out. Let's finish it out.
We hide coke in our books.
Cocaine or other illegal substance inside the room. My message to you, you have an obligation to protect your home. The First Amendment does not apply to the right of parents to go through their homes to remove contraband or any other unsafe item. There are no First Amendment rights in your home. You have
I
a
love
duty
this
and
this whole
obligation.
concept of like this just feeds into the whole children are property. They have
Yes.
no
Yeah.
right. They are not human
Yep.
beings. They are like dogs. You can do whatever you want to them, and it's okay. Nothing you could possibly, having your child have no privacy, totally normal in America. That's
Yeah.
actually a good
There's no
thing.
First
to have no
Amendment.
privacy.
Look, there you go.
It's incredible.
No, he keeps hammering that First Amendment thing.
That's not an accident.
Nope.
And I'm just by the filmmaking of this, like
Oh, this is
you
art.
can cut it. So why not do multiple takes where you can not stumble over words and have a script? And
Did you hear his cadence in every single take? I promise you. I was going to talk about this in the earlier video. I promise you, this is the best Eric Adams was able to do. They cut together the very best of his performance. Go watch his scene in that movie. He not only can't act, he can't move like a human being when he knows people are watching.
Notice
I
that
don't know
Jake
why.
was in a Superman film, and so he's an acting professional.
is
He has
this-
been in
Wait,
movies,
really?
so he knows
Yes,
what he knows what to
this-
do when
this-
it comes
this-
to acting.
I have not heard about this.
Jake, tell the story.
am-
You're in Superman.
Yeah. I for many years was a Michigan actor. I am in Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice as a LexCorp employee,
oh shit,
and the attendees of Superman's funeral in a deleted scene.
Can I
Nice.
have the autograph?
It was
No.
so good they had to delete the scene because, I don't know who else is in that movie, but they're like, this Jake guy is like out acting everybody, so they had to delete the
distracting
scene.
from Henry Cavill.
Oh, they were like, some wandering hobo has come on to set and spoiled the shot. We don't need.
No, that was Henry Cavill in Man of Steel. He was the one. He was the wandering hobo.
They would have let Jake be Superman, but he wouldn't shave the mustache, which I respect.
Well, they got angry with me because after Henry Cavill saw my mustache, he grew one and refused to cut it off. There was a whole controversy.
Yes, there was.
Watch this